Whoop whoop! Jason Buff in the house. I'm literally in the house on the couch because it's raining right now. And as I sit on the couch looking out the window, I think to myself, I really should be doing more with my life. But I don't know what. I have dreams and aspirations. I'm thinking I'm an athletic person. Maybe I should be playing more sports. Maybe I should be doing something like pro wrestling or MMA or kickboxing. But then again, excuse me, if I became a pro fighter, I'm going to be getting punched in the face a lot, and then I'm going to lose my good looks, so I can't have that. Maybe I could do something else. Play pickleball. That's a new sport. It's all the craze these days. But I don't know any pickleball associations around here. I'm hoping I can get into that. Maybe I can get back into playing golf. But golf is too damn time consuming and complex. Like to play golf, you gotta buy a bag of golf clubs, and there's a lot of them. They all got different parts for the game. And then you gotta memorize them. It's a lot of clubs. And then to play a game of golf, it's an all-day event. To complete an 18-hole golf game, it's gonna take all day. It's very time consuming. I ain't got time for this shit. I need to be doing something else. I live with regret. I often look back and wish I could have taken school more seriously. I really should have taken school more seriously. I should have stuck with creative arts. Is it creative arts or liberal arts? Whatever the fuck. If I would have stuck with creative arts, I could have been a poet or a writer or a sculptor. Being a sculptor, that would have been awesome. Like making sculptures of nude models, like some big booty hoes come in the studio and I just sculpt them all day. That would have been cool. But then I think back, and I'm like, school sucked. I hated school. I was miserable in school. Just sitting in the classroom all day, sitting in a little cramped up desk, surrounded by all these funky ass, musty students. And then a boring ass teacher writing on a chalkboard. And then I'm not paying attention to nothing she's writing. I'm just looking out the window, daydreaming just like I'm doing now, thinking about doing something else. I hated school. Then the cafeteria sucked. The food was so terrible and nasty. I got food poisoning on a couple of occasions. The food there was awful. Half the time I would just bring my own lunch. I'm like, fuck this cafeteria food. I'm going to Burger King. I'll be right back. And then another thing that sucked about school, I was getting harassed by all these ugly ass nerdy chicks. It was never any cute girls. It was always the ugly ones. It was like that from middle school all the way up to college. I remember I was in community college and I was forced to take a fucking math class. And I was struggling in the class. I was making F's. I was struggling real bad. Then one day after school, this nerdy chick approached me. She was a goody two-shoes. She was a straight A honor roll student. She knew I was struggling. A ugly ass nerdy chick. She was like anorexic. She had acne all over her face. She was flat chested. And then she walked up to me and she was like, I can help you with your homework. I can get you an A for a fee. And then she winked at me. And then I was like, bitch, get your ugly ass away from me. I'd rather flunk out of school than eat your rotten ass pussy. And so that's what happened a couple of months later. I flunked the damn class, dropped out. Yeah, I regret that. Not the part about taking school seriously, the other part. Instead of avoiding ugly nerdy chicks, I should have been boning them. I could have got straight A's and fucked my way to the top. Get a master's degree. I could have been like a CEO by now. Yeah, I should have did that. Should have just stuck with the nerdy chicks. But yeah, anyways, I need to be doing something. I'm in the prime of my life right now. I got abs, I'm ripped, tan, and I got the long hair flowing. I belong on a beach somewhere in Malibu. not freezing my ass off in Chicago. That's right. I should be on a beach somewhere, surfing, sitting in the shade, drinking a pina colada, and snorting coke out of a woman's pussy. I want to go out and do stuff, but then at the same time, I don't want to do nothing. I work 5 days a week, and I get hella overtime. I do security at some shitty ass grocery store. And it's like I can't leave until I can't leave until the cashiers finish counting the money at night. And they take a long ass time counting that money. They always fucking hold me up. It takes so goddamn long. I'm like, hurry up and count the money, bitch. And you ugly too? Hurry up, you slow ass bitch. You think I want to be here all night looking at your ugly ass? I got a life. So yeah, on my days off, I'm tired and don't want to do nothing. All I want to do is sit on the couch and play video games. I want to do something, but then at the same time, I don't want to do nothing. There's got to be another way. There has to be another way. I wish I could put wheels on my couch and travel all over the world. Just travel everywhere from my couch. Do everything from the couch. Go hiking while on the couch. Go fishing while on the couch. Go rock climbing, scuba diving, go on a safari while on the couch. That would be awesome. Oh, and I've gotten so lazy too. I think it just comes from getting older. I've gotten so lazy, I don't want to go nowhere. Well, it's mainly because in Chicago, the traffic is so bad. Like in Chicago, it's like rush hour any time of day. Then I've gotten so lazy, I don't even want to do my job anymore. I got the easiest job in the world. I can't even do that no more. Like, I got excuses for not wanting to go to work. My foot hurts from standing all day. I hate these dumbass customers. I want to smack the shit out of them for asking me all these dumbass questions. And I've gotten so lazy. I've gotten too lazy for pussy these days. I remember I was supposed to hook up with a chick a couple of weeks ago. She invited me to come over to her house. And I was getting ready to go over there. But then at the last minute, she was like, hey, can you stop off at the liquor store and get me a bottle of wine? Well, it was a box of wine. She was like, can you get me a box of wine? Make that 2 boxes of wine. I'm like, damn, you greedy fat bitch. Get your own damn wine. I don't want to get you shit. I just want to hang out. So yeah, I had to cancel a hookup over that. I hate when women do that. They invite me to come over, but then at the last minute, they're like, can you stop off at the store and get me something? Get me a drink. Get me a box of cigarettes, whatever. Get your own shit. Now, those bitches are lazy too. Being lazy should be a disability. I should be getting a disability check for being lazy. That'd be the shit. Like, if a motherfucker could get a check for having Tourette's or hemorrhoids, why can't I get a check for being lazy? Like, if a motherfucker with Tourette's can get a check for randomly blurting out profanity, why can't I get a check for not wanting to get out of bed in the morning? Oh, man. If I got checks for being lazy, I'd save up all my disability checks and buy a mansion. If I was rich, I'd be doing the same stuff I'm doing now, but better. Instead of sitting on a regular couch, I'd be sitting on a fancy couch made out of velvet and leather, with silk pillows, a cup holder, a recliner, and a footrest. Instead of playing video games on a 50-inch TV, I'd be playing video games on a 1,000-inch TV house. My house would still be messy, but I would have maids. I'd hire sexy maids from the local strip club. They would do all my chores butt naked, like vacuum the carpet naked, mop the floor naked, do my laundry naked, fix my dinner naked, clean the dishes naked. Then I'd spend all of my time just pulling pranks on people. Since I don't need to work, I'm rich. I'd be just like going around the neighborhood just terrorizing people, ringing doorbells and putting flaming bags of shit on people's doorsteps. That'd be funny. Throwing eggs at people's cars. Man, y'all better hope I don't get rich. And then I'd open up a petting zoo in my backyard. I'd adopt like a bunch of pets. Like instead of a parakeet, I'd get a penguin. That'd be cool. And everyone would be invited to my petting zoo, except kids and bums and handicapped people. Don't even get me started on them. I don't want no stinking ass kids at my petting zoo. They're a liability. Because then they're going to be running around fucking shit up. Then they're going to be doing stupid shit. Like pulling a pig's tail. You don't pull a pig's tail because then you're going to get bit. Or then the stupid kids, they do something else like stand behind a horse. And you know what's going to happen if you stand behind a horse. You're going to get kicked. Then the horse kicks the fucking kid and the kid goes flying 50 yards in the air. And then the mom was like, ah, my baby, I'm suing you. I want $50 million. So no, I don't want that. No kids allowed at my petting zoo. And no bums either. They stink up the place. They actually smell worse than the animals do. I remember going to the zoo and being like, damn, it stinks. Like go past like the rhino section or the camel section. I'd be like, damn, that's a lot of funk. And then I go to downtown Chicago, walk by to all the skyscrapers. And there's like some bums sitting there. And the bums smell worse than the animals. I'm like, damn, that's a lot of funk. So no bums allowed in my petting zoo. You know, because they're going to put the animals to shame. And then they would probably steal all the animal food and eat it. Like the food, like the pellets that people give to the goats at the petting zoo. The bums would probably eat that. Like, no, motherfucker, nobody's feeding the bums. You got to feed the goats. You know, I don't want no bum eating pellets out of my hand. Can't have that. And no handicapped people allowed at my zoo. Handicapped people are annoying as fuck. They're always complaining. Like, they'll go to my petting zoo, be like, where's the ramp at? How come this place isn't handicap accessible? Well, for starters, I didn't think of your ass when I had this place in mind. And then, like, you know, they're so fucking annoying with that shit. You ever see that episode of Seinfeld about the handicap parking spot? George Costanza parks in a handicap spot for like 2 minutes. Then a handicapped person shows up. She really needed to park there. Then her electric wheelchair malfunctioned and she went down a hill. I had a similar situation like that when I was in Las Vegas. I was at a casino. I went into the restroom. I went to the handicap stall. I took a shit on the handicap toilet. I like taking a shit on the handicap toilet because there's more space in the handicap section. I mean, I don't use public restrooms a lot. It's like only like if I had diarrhea or something, like only if it's an emergency. Usually I prefer to shit at home. But I'm just saying if it's an emergency, if I gotta go in a public restroom, I'll use the handicap toilet. So this one particular time I was sitting on the toilet in the handicap section. Then a fucking dude in a wheelchair came in the restroom. And he had to use that handicap section, but he couldn't get in there because I was in there. And so he had to use the toilet that was next to mine, like the regular section, the narrow toilet. And he was struggling to get in there. So it's like as I'm sitting on the toilet, I hear all this noise, like all this banging against the wall. Like his wheelchair was banging against the wall because he was struggling to get in there. He had to slide off his wheelchair to get on the toilet. And he's making all this noise, just crashing into it. It was so fucking funny. And then there was a restroom attendant in there. And he was trying to accommodate the handicapped dude. He was like, what's going on? You want to use the handicapped toilet? He was like, yeah, but someone's in it. That fucking restroom attendant, he was banging on the door. He's like, hey, what's going on in there? What's going on? Hurry up. And then I was flushing the toilet a lot because like, you know, I wipe a lot. So I have to flush the toilet so the toilet won't get clogged up. Because when I wipe, I use the entire roll of toilet paper, you know, because I want to be clean. I got to make sure I'm clean. So I was flushing the toilet a lot. So it was getting weird that, dude, hurry up. He was banging on the door. Then eventually I got out of there. But the handicapped dude, he managed to get on that regular toilet. But it was an embarrassing situation. Then like the bathroom attendant, he was mad at me. It was this ugly ass Filipino dude. He was like, I'm going to call the police. I'm like, what? You going to call the police on me for taking a shit? Shut the fuck up. So yeah, I had a bad experience with handicapped people. They're not allowed at my petting zoo if I get one. But yeah, I want to do more with my life. I'm going to get off this couch eventually. Probably when the couch breaks down and I have to go to the furniture store to buy a new one. And a lot of you are like, if you were rich, wouldn't you give back to the community and give to charity? And my answer to that is, hell no. Fuck charity. Charity is a scam. I'm keeping all of my money. Dude, motherfuck charity. Like, do you know what they do? Like, the Goodwill and shit? Like, all those clothes you give to them for free, they take those clothes, send them to Africa, and then the vendors over there in Africa, like the clothing shops over there, like, they'll sell those clothes. Like, those same clothes you gave out for free, they're selling them in Africa. Then they do the same shit over here. They got the Goodwill store and the Salvation Army store. Like, all your clothes you're giving out for free, they're selling them. Like, fuck charity. It's a scam. Charity could suck my dick. Excuse me. Alright, folks. I got that off my chest. But yeah, I promise I'm going to do more with my life. I got to get out of security, do something else. I'm really considering pro wrestling again. I want to do this death metal shit. Just keep that in mind. I hope this motivated all of you to do something yourself and get off the couch. Don't let life pass you by. That's my advice to you. All right, folks, I gotta go. Peace out. See you next time.